Hey guys, Joe here. I thought I might just kind of reach out and give you all a little bit of a tour of my new apartment I got in New York City. I'm renting it out. I didn't buy it, but I just want to give you a little bit of a rundown. Let's kind of show you what's going on here. Well, this is it. This is my apartment. It's a small studio apartment in North Harlem. The first thing you'll notice is that it's a traditional studio where this is the entirety of the apartment. First thing I noticed when I got here, when I signed the papers, is there's no fucking bathroom, which I didn't exactly know that was going to happen. I heard it was going to be harder kind of adjusting to New York City, but I guess this is, part of it. There's actually no bathroom in the entire fucking building. I've looked, and you have to piss outside. The best part about my apartment, though, is that this entire room is encased with 3 feet of concrete. I'm actually 30 feet underground. And the best part about that is that I could scream, I could do all the crazy music stuff I do, and no one will hear it. I think that's one of the biggest things that drew me to this place. I was like, I want to make sure that no one can hear any noise it makes in here, ever. And so that was essentially the first step in finding my apartment. So just give you a thing by thing tour of my apartment. This right here is a standing lamp. I found this thing at at Walmart for like $8. Actually, believe it or not, this is plastic up here. It's actually not an entire light bulb. I was surprised about that. Next thing is a door. This is actually not the way to get in and out. This is just kind of gives you the illusion of a way to escape. You actually have to go out through the window. There's an opening through some bricks over there. This is where I keep my t-shirts and my dirty laundry, along with a thing full of money. Not that I can do anything with it, but t-shirts are here. And over here, I've decided to mount my my underwear and my socks. These are actually not usable. It's an art piece that I'm working on. It's not made to be used, but if people come in here, they can see what I've done. This at the bottom, though, is, however, not an art piece. This is all stuff in progress. Some CDs, a little box, some more light bulbs, my Switch, a little pretty picture, and some Switch games and whatnot. This right here is actually for sale. It's the first painting that I ever saw. The first one I ever saw. And when I saw it when I was like 2, I was like, I need it. And I bought it then. I had $500 in my pocket, so I just bought it. Anyway, this is for sale for $50,000. DM me. This is a little notebook, little cat on it. I got it specifically because it reminds me of a zoo. I love zoos, and that's one of the worst parts of New York City. There's not a zoo here, so I kind of have that in place of a creature that I can go see in real life. This is my AC unit. This was already installed when I got here. This is a skeleton that's on fire. He's essentially saying, "Oh God, help me, please." At least that's what I imagine him saying all the time. And what else do I have? This is a radiator, which I was really actually surprised that there was going to be one. Since it is underground and the place is being fueled by the Earth's heat, there's no actual use for a radiator. I think that's just left over from a time before this place kind of sunk into the ground. This right here is not my bed. It's someone else's bed, which I borrowed for a little while, so I could sleep in this room. The trickiest part about this was getting it through the crevice and on the other side of those drapes. That was a bitch. Because it doesn't really fold. The bed is about 300 fucking pounds. It's really fucking heavy. Okay? This is the only cup I have. It's currently filled with whiskey. This is the last bit of it before I have to go out in 2 weeks and get some more whiskey. That's another problem. There's an elevator on the other side of that wall, and on the other side of the 3 feet of concrete, that only comes up and down every few weeks. and there's a big chime sound that happens, and it's really fucking loud. So even if I'm asleep, it kind of jolts me awake and reminds me that, oh, it's time to go. And if I miss that when it's on its way back down, I have about 3 hours back up on service. If I miss the time, the time when it's coming back down, then I'm gonna have to wait up there another couple weeks, which I did that once. It fucking sucked. The worst part of being up there is there's not a fucking zoo. Like, if you think the movie Madagascar would be like a little bit honest, but I guess fucking not. This is my bed frame. This is actually mine. The wall, the mattress itself is. What else? Fourth to last thing I'm going to show you, or 15th. This is my backpack, actually. I've had this backpack for about 15 years. It served me very well and looks brand new because I treat it very well. My underwear, it's my only pair of underwear besides the one I'm wearing right now. My headphones are on top of it because I keep them scented. And this, I don't actually know what that is. But I don't want to open it up because last time I opened up something in this room, it didn't look like it belonged to me. I got in a lot of trouble. I don't want that to happen again. Something else. This is a light switch. It does work. Actually, the second thing that drew me to this apartment was the crown molding on these walls. They were created in part by the person who built this place, actually. It was one of the structural things that kept this place kind of afloat, The reason that this exists is that it was originally thought that if you put this kind of molding on the wall, it would keep it from falling over. It would keep it, structurally sound and tall. But as it turned out, that was actually a lie propagated by people who wanted to sell molding. And so there's actually there's no purpose behind this except for aesthetic purposes, which I always thought was a very interesting thing. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This is a napkin. This is the... if I have spills or messes, or if something happens, I clean it up with this. That's what this is for. This is something else that's in here. I think this was originally for a phone or something. It has an open area. You can open it up, and you can put something in there. I don't know what you're supposed to put in there. I mean, you put your little your pinky, your little pinky finger in there, but I don't think that'll do you any good. Yeah, I can fit my pinky finger. I can fit my pinky finger in there. That's what that's for. Not my pinky finger, but this is for the hole in there to cover it up. I don't know why they would need to cover it up. It seems like something you would want to keep open so you can plug things into it. And then it cuts back down. I don't know why it would cut back down like that. And I think you probably wondering, I haven't even showed you my other light. Two other lights. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. This is something I bought last time I was up. And this is just an extension cord, of course. But I had some tape that I found, and I put it in there on the thing. That tape was actually the other thing I found I found and I opened it up. That's the thing I don't open things I found in the room anymore because I opened that and anyway. And this connects to this beautiful string of lights that I did not make. It's another thing I purchased at Walmart, Target. I purchased it at Target, not Walmart. And I think it was on discount, so I think we got it for like $8, maybe less. It wasn't that much because it's just lights, Lights shouldn't be that expensive, It feels like that should just be a common thing that we agree on, like toilet paper and lights. There shouldn't be cheap, like expensive. It should be cheap, like things that we should just have, because no one likes to live in dark, and no one likes to live without toilet paper or water. And last but not least, when it comes to lights, at least, this is my blue light. It's a pow, right? It's a lot. It's a I don't turn it on. It's a neon light, and it really just kind of opens up the room a lot, like the overhead light does, but not as visceral and intense as that is. But I love that light. I'm a big fan. Something else is this is the remote for the AC. This was with that. It did come with that. This is a blanket. That's a pillow. This is another sheet. All that. This is actually one of the things I don't like about this apartment. I like a lot of things about this apartment, but this is one of the things I do not like. Do you see how like the wall is seeming to cave in on itself, as if it's had some sort of massive realization, and it's kind of like crumbling from its own. Like, whoa, what's going on here? Especially if it's like that. I think that's my least favorite one. This one, it can get worse, but Jesus Christ. There's not much I can do about it, but it is what it is. Oh, I didn't even notice that one before. I can barely see it. That's the one. Looks like there's like a Nokia phone in there. That's it, guys. That's the tour of my apartment that I'm renting. I'll give you guys updates tomorrow about how everything's going on. Anyway, see you later.